Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, April 22nd, 2024. Let's take a look at the charts. Big sell signal last week, closing below 156.94. This is a weekly level, our ceiling for the week. We also have the same formation, on the daily chart that is at 158.40, and we have that previous double bottom that I feel necessary to throw in there as a range of resistance. So it really is 156.94 to 158.40 as our meaningful overhead resistance, backed up by 160.59. You can play the short side into the upper 150s, below which a long-term sell signal remains in effect, anticipating over the next, this could actually be possibly on Monday, I'll get to that in a moment, 138.35. Long-term trend line off those lows goes back to March of 2020, but really over the next 2 to 3 months, I am anticipating the 101.81 January 23 low as an objective below 156.94. So no good reason to be long Tesla over the next several months, and I'm anticipating over that time frame 101.81. On the way down, 138.35 may well contain weekly selling pressures. It is sort of backed up by a descending channel bottom on the daily chart at 135.21. So this is a range of support that, if tested today, can contain selling for the week itself. And we have preceding it 146.55. This is a simple trend line off the February-March lows. Once again, this is the daily chart. You can see over here 146.55 intraday support. This is a solid day trade level. If we open below it, 146.55, then yes, I do think this 135.21 to 138.35 area is in reach today, where we can place a weekly low. And of course, if we close below 135.21, which is also saying below 138.35, you could see that potentially by the end of May, we can continue all the way south to 101.81. So that is the downside. Let's take a look at the upside today. I do have 152.37 as an intraday resistance area. In fact, these are your two intraday levels. If we happen to open at or above 146.55, we can test 152.37 today. That is a significant low. It doesn't look like it on that chart, but I can take you back to this point here on the chart. This pullback low is your 152.37. It can contain intraday buying. If we push through it, could we test 158.40 or 156.94? Certainly could. I'm going to say, though, that if we close above 152.37 today, that should tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, yield the upper 150s. 156.94 is the same formation you see here, but on the weekly chart. 158.40 on the daily chart. 160.51 is that double bottom from the March to April low that we then settled below. What was that, Monday of last week? Monday, Tuesday? No, it was Tuesday we gapped below that. That was our early tentative sell signal, was early last week, certainly confirmed on Friday by closing below this structure, 156.94, by a full 1% margin. And as I've been saying, also below 160.51 was good enough for me, in conjunction with a settlement below 156.94. So we are on the defensive through May into June, expecting 101.81 over the next 2 to 3 months or sooner. That's sooner likely to play out if we settle this week below 138.35, or let's be more specific, below this channel bottom at 135.21. This lower area is once again in reach today if we happen to break or open below 146.55. The 135.21 to 138.35 area, well suited to contain weekly selling pressures. 2 to 3 week swing traders could buy this area, buy it to cover short positions, but also buy it to go long in anticipation, perhaps, of bullish rotation back into the upper 150s within 2 to 3 weeks. But there's no certainty of that, of course, because of the longer-term sell signal. It wouldn't surprise me if over the next week or two, rather than rebounding back into the upper 150s, we wind up closing below 135.21, which should accelerate our objective at 101.81 inside of 3 to 5 weeks, perhaps. I think that pretty much, let me let me go back to what if we close back above 156.94. and also, of course, 158.40 on the daily chart, same formation. And yes, at least for the time being, I want to continue with 160.51. If we can close above this, really it's less than a 4-point range, 156.94 to 160.51. If we close above it, that is a significant rejection of a long-term sell signal. And with that, at least for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I would expect 185.35. So this is your signal to closing above 160.51, that is your signal to exit short positions that may have been established over the last few days, over the last week or so, and in turn consider you 2 to 3 week swing traders going long, anticipating that 185.35 channel top that is based on the lows going back to February against last week and the intermediate high in February. This is a big area that may well contain buying on a monthly basis, and if settled above, would present a bullish dynamic as we move into June, July. But we are a long way from that right now. Right now, we are heavy below 156.94 to 160.51, expecting the 101.81 January 23 low over the next 2 to 3 months. Make that over the next 3 to 5 weeks, perhaps, if we close this week below 138.35. Now, that's all that needs to be said. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. If you're looking for Apple analysis, we have it over there. 2 stock picks every week. There was an early sell signal in the Triple Q last week, Tuesday of last week, Monday of last week. There was an early sign for follow-through selling that then culminated with the Tuesday sell signal in Tesla and NVIDIA as well, so forth and so on. I'll leave it at that. You have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday's Tesla.